Have fun on a Monday night.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you, they're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. Also, go to our YouTube channel, The Stephen Knight Show, and subscribe. We definitely want to hear from you. All right, so Dr. Dre, you already know he's going through this messy divorce with his wife. I think they were married like 23 years. But, he's currently in the middle of the messiest divorce in hip-hop history, but apparently his relationship with his oldest daughter is just as drama-filled. In a recent interview, LaTanya Young shockingly revealed that she has not spoken to her father or seen her father in 17 years. In fact, she doesn't even have his number. An exclusive interview with the Daily Mail, LaTanya, who's 37, opened up about serious estranged relationship she has with her father, who hasn't seen her in almost 20 years. LaTanya says that despite their practically non-existent relationship, she still hopes that one day they can come together. Pretty much, she says that their relationship broke down when he got married to his current wife. She said that she couldn't get in touch with him. She'd have to go to the studio to check on him. To catch him, or have to go to different people, his security. Now, although Dre is estimatedly worth $800 million, LaTanya confirmed that she recently applied for a job to be a FedEx driver in order to support her children. And she has two children, and Dre's never met them. She wants them to have a relationship. She says it's not about the money. She just wants a relationship with her father, and she still has hopes of it. She thought that once he got this divorce from Nicole, that things will open up. But she has not talked to her, and she has two other sisters by him as well, that he's the father of as well. Nina, is there any hope that they can have a relationship, or does she need to move on? What are your thoughts?
I felt the eye roll.
Sorry.
So no, I let it out because I felt my eyes just flickering as Stephen was talking, because as a mom who is a divorcee, I have two children with my ex-husband.
Right.
And my fiance has children as well. So we both have children from relationships prior to each other.
Right.
And the one thing we always say is you got to put your big girl panties on and your big boy drawers on when you make children. No man or woman should ever keep you from having a relationship with your child. There is no rewind button. This is not Netflix. Go back and then go have a relationship and then fast forward back to her being 37.
Right.
You have virtually, what's he with Nicole for 20 years?
23 years, I believe, yeah.
You have virtually checked out of so many formative parts of her life, but she still is longing for that. This, unfortunately, it sounds like it gave her daddy issues. And we got enough Black women with daddy issues. We don't need nobody else at the monthly meetings. We don't need to add nobody else to the monthly meetings. And there's always an opportunity for healing if you are open.
Right.
Healing is open to everyone, but it's going to take what we said earlier. This is a prime example. This is going to take some therapy.
Yeah.
It's going to take some therapy because this narrative not only plays out with this situation, but this plays out everywhere amongst us as a people, and it's very
it really does.
But now it gets uglier because now there's money involved. So then you might have the naysayers in his ear, like, they only really want your money, and now Nicole out the picture, they want to come spend all your money. No, she wants her father.
Right.
The little girl within, like we talked about earlier, what would you tell your younger self? She now has to have that younger self conversation. If daddy don't come around, what do I need to say to this little girl in me that is hurt and broken so that I can still go on with my life? What do I need to do so that I can heal? And there's a possibility that daddy might not want that relationship.
Right. And you got to be open to that. And she did say that he offered to pay her tuition when she was in school, but he never did. But she has no way of contacting him. Chike, is there a chance? Or, I mean, what are your thoughts?
So, as you were talking, I was thinking about some things, like what could have possibly led to that. Is her mother Michelle?
No, her mother is...
Isn't it the high school or the sweetheart from when they were kids, like the teenagers?
I believe so. Her name is... I'm sorry, I just had it. Her name is Lisa Johnson. She's 53. Yeah.
Okay. So the only thing I can think of is that when You know, he was on the rise because I think he was a teen father. Wasn't he really young?
Yeah,
That was his first child,
he's
right?
really
Yeah,
young.
his first child.
The
Okay.
oldest one is that's that first baby. I was referencing it, Chike, like you are. Like in my mind, I'm trying to put the timeline together.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about the circumstances. You know, fame came into his life, money came into his life. There was a draw pulling him away, and I'm not making any excuses for him. This is not an excuse, but just the circumstances of life that surrounded how could a grown ass man ignore your child? And the only thing that I can think of is in his immature state, he let the world pull him away from his family. And when you become accustomed to something, it becomes easy to go with it.
To keep that
And
cycle. Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah.
just rocked with not taking care of his kids. He just
Yeah.
rocked with it. And I can't speak to him not taking care of. I can't speak to him not financially. I don't know what that situation was like. But more so than the finance, he needed to be there as a father physically and mentally for his children. Um, I could see him moving forward, getting into a new relationship, and the new wife saying, "Oh hell no, it's about me and my kids. It's about us." And him rocking with that, that's a weak man.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dre, I'm a fan, brother, but grown ass men take care of their kids,
Right.
whether she be 37 or not. She's reaching out, talking about this. Obviously, she's feeling some type of way about it. You're both still breathing. You're both still on this earth. It's not too late to build a relationship. It's not going to be what it was, but it'll be a different type of relationship. Handle your
Yeah.
business, bro. That's family. That's your
I agree.
DNA.
And it's
Especially knowing
gonna
you got
on his part too. Like just like she gotta be okay whatever the outcome is. It's gonna take a strong, humble man that's gonna be able to come forward and say,
yeah.
"I messed up."
Yeah.
Right.
That has to be the top priority. He has to
Mhm.
admit it and face it. You can't expect healing and connection because here's the thing: me and my ex-husband realized at some point all of the things that we did at some point, and I said this to him. I said, you do know at some point you're gonna have to explain this to your kids.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Amen.
At some point. And he's not
Yeah.
a bad father. But like you said, Chike, once a cycle starts, because I think in Dre's mind, he's like, if I get this money, if I do this, if I do these things, once I get to here, then I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna give this money, and I'm gonna take care of this person, I'm gonna take care of that person. But like you said, he grew accustomed. Oh,
Yeah.
when I get to him, oh, I'm gonna reach back, or I'm gonna reach out, and then it just became commonplace. But then, like
Yeah.
you said, between Lisa and the world, it's like that what they were saying was justifying his actions in his mind. So he just kept the cycle going. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna just
Mm.
keep going, and it is what it is. So then he hardened his heart. That
Yeah.
conversation, that humble man, he gonna have to come so humble. And if she's reaching out, obviously she's
She's
open
prepared. Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
prepared for either way that it's gonna go. And the kids
Yeah.
are like, I wanna have a grandpa.
And I
Mm.
was about to go there. Even if the earth is scorched between him and his daughter, there are grandchildren there. There are
Yeah.
grandchildren that have a famous, world-renowned grandfather, and they don't know him. That's sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like me knowing that you have the cure for something and you just gonna sit there and I gotta watch you have it and
Right.
you're connected to me and you're just gonna withhold it and sit
Yeah.
there and watch me suffer and not do
Right.
anything to help me. That's
Yeah.
heartbreaking for kids. I think about my kids. My mother passed
Yeah.
away last year and they fight and struggle every day because my mother was
Mhm.
their entire world.
Yeah.
To have
Yeah.
your grandfather be alive, heart beating like you said, Chike, blood flowing, air in his lungs, spending money like he prints it, and they like, I can't get
Yeah.
a hug, I can't get a day at the park,
I know.
I can't get a
Yeah.
Sunday dinner, I can't get a happy
Right.
birthday.
Right. Yeah. Well, we hope they're able to mend it, and bless her and her family moving forward. All right, so our last story, Teyana Taylor. They had the Grammy nominations. They announced them a couple weeks ago when she was snubbed for her album, but she made a cryptic post alluding that she was going to be retiring from music. and she confirmed that she no longer was stepping into the booth. She clarified her decision, and it said it's not about the Grammy. It was about the lack of support that her label has been giving her, and she feels unappreciated. So we hear this story over and over again where artists, they feel like their label's not backing them. They feel just drained from the industry. I remember Jab and Sullivan talked about retiring years ago and all this thing. Do you think that, what do you think her point, does she have a point here? Do you think, Nina? In terms of feeling unappreciated and wanting to just step away?
I understand it. And I think that the Grammy situation probably was like the nail in the coffin or the salt in the wound, because obviously there was something already there. If that's not going to come from out of thin air.
Right.
That's not going to come from just anywhere. She was feeling the strain already. So when she got snubbed, it's like, okay, now she is saying that, hey, had you guys been supporting me the way that I felt I needed you to as an artist, maybe this snub wouldn't have happened. Maybe it should have been, more appearances. Maybe it should have been more tours. Maybe it should have been more publicity. Maybe it should have been, you guys should have given me more and poured into my artistry. And then the Grammys would have had to take note and then given me my just due. So I feel like it's a two-parter. I feel like I said, it was already a wound, and then the Grammys was like, "Here's your salt," and they sprinkled it on it, and she was like, "You know what? Forget it." But then on the flip side, with me being, a former singer-songwriter myself, if it's your art and you love it, why are you gonna give up? But that's just like telling your heart to stop beating. If that's your love, and if that's your purpose, and if that's the thing that, besides your children and your husband, that makes you want to get up in the morning and brings other people some sense of joy, and you're sharing your gift with the world, I respect her decision. But it's like, so you going to take away, you have the resources now.
Right.
Your husband got money, you got money. Put out your own music. Do it at your leisure.
Yeah.
Your mom, and just write for the sake of writing and record for the sake of recording. Show them that you can support yourself. Show them that your fan base is going to ride with you, regardless if you got a label or not. The internet is a powerful place nowadays. People producing entire works of art.
And she has a following.
She has a crazy following. I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I was in her shoes, honestly, if she felt like she was unsupported and then the Grammys thing happened, I would say, you know what? It's time for me to take my artistry into my own hands. Let me create my own thing and do my own thing and do it at my own pace and put out my music and let my people love on my music and let me love on my people through my artistry. Keep going. Maybe there may be more to the story. She might be tired and burnt out as a mom. She might she might want to spend more time with her husband. I don't know what the other pieces, but from what you tell, it sounds like it's like,
there's more to it.
Yeah, but I feel like as a mom, I'm just thinking as a mom and knowing how that feels as an artist, it's like, I feel like it's something missing to this story, and it might do an interview and say, hey, I just wanted to stay home with my kids. Okay, just say that.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Just don't give up.
Chike, what are your thoughts? But don't give up. Don't give up. What are your thoughts, Chike?
So I'm gonna just be real Chike on this, not to dismiss what Teyana Taylor has said, because obviously those are her feelings. She put them out there, but she is nowhere near the league of Toni Braxton, and Toni Braxton wanted to retire, but she didn't because she finally wound up making music. Teyana Taylor is too young. She has too much art in her to retire. This is a blip. This is a blip in the matrix. She will be back. She will make more music. However, she was a victim of politics. You have to understand and realize that Mr. Kanye West is her executive producer. Mr. Kanye West also took his Grammy and threw it in the toilet and pissed on it. So why would they give his project a Grammy? They wouldn't do that. Regardless of who put the music out, that's part of it. Once you realize what the game is, make adjustments and move accordingly. She's going to be okay. This is just a blip. Next time you go around, maybe talk to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Maybe talk to Pharrell. But step away from Mr. West because he's toxic right now.
That's true.
You made a great point.
Yeah. Really good point. Really good point. Well, hopefully she doesn't retire. She has millions of fans that would be very disappointed. Before we go, we want to send our condolences to the family of Natalie Desselle. She was known for BAPS and known for Eve's show. She passed away at the age of 53. She had a quiet battle with colon cancer. She was diagnosed earlier this year and she passed away. Holly Robinson, Pete, Halle Berry, they all tweeted out, you know, just devastated and sad. But our thoughts and prayers go to her family. Nina, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tell us where we can keep up with you.
Yes. Thank you guys for having me. This is so much fun. You guys are fun on a Monday night.
Thank you.
You can find me on Instagram with Love from Nina. You can also follow my actual brand page as well, WLFN.co. So that's 2 pages I have. And if you go to With Love from Nina and you go to my bio, you'll see all 5011 other things that I have going on that you can follow. If you want to subscribe to my website, I just relaunched my website. I redid it. It's absolutely magnificent, and I'm super proud of it because by the grace of God, I did it myself with my own 2 little hands.
Oh, nice.
It's
nice.
with lovefromnina.com. I was able to import all of my blogs that I wrote. I've been blogging since 2008. So all the old ones that people love that they read, I imported them all so they can go back through the archives and kind of catch up to now. If they would like a book, they can go on Amazon. If you want an autographed copy, you can order it through me. If you want merch, this is one of my shirts.
Nice.
Yeah. I have a million things going on, Steven. So if they want to,
I know,
figure it out and follow the Yellow Brick Road, just go to With Love from Nina on Instagram, and that will take you to all of the avenues of everything Nina. And I would love to have you guys. I'm working on a podcast myself, so I'm definitely gonna steal y'all.
Most definitely.
Podcast. So I want to come get y'all thoughts. I need Chike's eye rolls. I need your smile and eloquent words, Stephen. But yeah, y'all got to come on the podcast. It'll be launching in January. So
can't wait. Well, our thanks again goes out to Nina Blaylock for joining us. There'll be a link in our bio where you can follow her, and we'll be right back after this.